Yo, what's poppin', guys? Sizzle here, and this is the first ever video I've recorded with my new microphone with proper settings. Before this video, I didn't have proper settings set up for it, but this is the first video where it's completely fine. Like, there's nothing out of the ordinary with it or anything. I shouldn't have to do like a bunch of, additional stuff in my video editor or whatever. It should just be solid the way it is. I'm not gonna speak.
Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Okay, yeah, good thing I didn't speak. I mean, no one was in voice chat, I guess, so no one would have heard it. But just, I don't know. Feels weird in the no comms challenge where I speak at the start and then not again. Like, it's, I gotta reply with the tank. Classic tank. But yeah. I'm just lost right now. It's pretty late at night. But I did just set this all up for the first time, so I'm very interested to see how a video will go with it. This is like the first one where I've properly set up everything. The funny part is this one won't even come out for several months, but at least I will be able to privately like replay this on YouTube to see how it turns out on YouTube. Because I'm pretty curious to see how this sounds. It sounds like really good in just an echo chamber and testing without gameplay. But a lot of microphones start sounding a lot worse when you're using your keyboard more, your mouse more, and you're playing games and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how the settings I change will hold up. Hopefully there's not too much breathing in this one. If there is, I apologize. It's like I said, this is the first like gameplay stress test of my settings. So you know how it is. I didn't expect the Lucio, I'm not gonna lie. Not the Lucio. Well, actually, yeah. Didn't expect the Lucio or the Sombra. So both those things caught me off guard. Very unlucky start. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Not the finest maneuver at the start there. Like I've been saying, I'm pretty distracted right now. But hopefully, as the match progresses, I'll kind of get more into it. No way does he live here. He just lives there. Okay. And I just, what do you want me to do, man? Boop hap, boop hap, boop hack. It's like, God. And then Sombra Tracer. An uncontested Sombra Tracer is just brutal on Ryan. Like, neither of those characters are characters you can mess with. Like Weaver Lucio, also characters I can't touch. I'm just fully reliant on my team to kind of pop off here. Ryan doesn't do anything to these guys without certain characters on my team. Like, this Lucio is literally just booping me on cooldown as he should. That is optimal Lucio gameplay right now. The Sombra generally has been hacking me. Now she's up high, so I guess we just made space. You can make space without killing things. It doesn't feel fun, doesn't feel great, but like what I did right there is basically like optimal Ryan. You make space by literally just kind of existing. Oh, that tree's not great for me. I mean, bro, this life we received that Ryan about 30 times, and it just isn't enough. Speaking of isn't enough, apparently there's just not enough damage in this lobby to go around to kill that life weaver. That was kind of insane. But yeah, he got saved from like 2 separate pins, still got hit with the 3rd pin, and then missed the shatter block to lose the fight. I mean, he came back and shattered me right away. But it's not like that one is going to do a lot of damage. There's the Bastion, frame 1. We won literally one fight this entire game, and that was enough for this guy to swap Tracer to Bastion. Guess he recognizes the MTD at hand. Not much I can really do, though. I mean, I'm very reliant on my team here against their comp. Now Bastion is like an added target I could possibly get. But if Lucio boops me or Life Weaver just pulls them away, it's like, literally, what do I do? When the problem in lower relos, for tank especially, is when, like, tank already has a lot of problems doing anything, but especially when, theoretically, you as the tank are the only one really accomplishing anything, it's very easy for the entire enemy team to focus you and get value from it. Like right here, I'm just hacked. When he get booped again. This Ryan has missed his 8th charge in a row. Like, I don't know. I'm hitting all my not all my charges. I'm never hitting all my charges. I'm hitting at least a decent majority of my charges. I'm positioned relatively well. It's never really perfect. I can pinpoint like the handful of times I've played a perfect Ryan. It's a handful of times. It's very rare that my positioning is perfect on Ryan. But yeah. Okay. I mean, their Ryan's up there. I might as well go around and make some space. I know we're down someone, but what the? Okay. Yeah, that Bastion caught me off guard. Well played. Jesus. That was a good place to be. I didn't think he was already in, to be honest with you. The swap from Lucio to Ana is stronger for their team, but less annoying for me. I didn't mind using up my whole shield to block everything there, because no one was there to finish it. I know Bastion's up here. I knew Ryan was somewhere around there. So it all works out at the end of the day. And my team's popping off. I mean, like I said, I'm relying on my team. But if they're popping off, I'm fine. I'm diffing the fuck out of their tank, so like they're basically down a player. And they have to use players to try to make up that difference. So I'm basically, as the tank, I'm almost like getting the value of 3 people. So my team just has to win like a 5v2 or a 5v3 or something like that. And that's way easier. And they're doing a good job. They're winning that 5v3 pretty single-handedly now. I think the Hanzo swap definitely did some wonders though. I don't know. I mean, Widow did hit a nice shot on Life Weaver toward the end of first. I did notice that. But beyond that, I don't know. Okay. I live, I think, because of that pull. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know if I could have shield blocked that, because I did make the mistake of when I woke up, I held left instead of right click for like a frame. I'm not sure if I even had the possibility to shatter block that though, because Ryan's shield takes like half a second to actually come up or something like that. I forgot the actual number, but there's actual time between Ryan holding right click and his shield fully deploying. He gets like half deployed toward the middle of his body early on. I think he blocked that one, but I'm dead again. I mean, that's 2 ults to kill me. I don't mind. That was EMP plus tree for some reason to guarantee the kill on me. I genuinely don't mind that type of exchange. If they keep using 2 ults to kill me, they will just have nothing while my team has everything. The problem is that this Bastion doesn't get murked like he did on second. Like, I literally can't exist. And then also just getting hacked out of every pin is just cringe. I mean, they removed that mainly from Sombra, but some people still like to play the old cringe Sombra. It's just way less efficient now, which I like. Because they can only hack me out of 1 pin, and then I can at least shield after the fact. Old Sombra, they hack me out of every pin by just standing next to me permanently and right-clicking. And it just was not a good time. Yeah, just beat some solid pins on their, like that pin on the Rhyme was good, because when we popped the Lari ult, I pinned away their one and only ability to block it, which was the shield. I'm not too mad. Like, my performance here is good, I will say. I might have, like, more deaths than the Ryan and similar damage, and less damage mitigator or whatever, but I do think I'm doing a better job at the tank role. I've made way more space than he has. He's just kind of stood there, like Sojourn's idly shot his shield or whatever. I've swung into it a little. I think it damages. I actually don't know for a fact, but I think when you... Okay. Well, I'm dead. That was just a mistake. But I think when you swing at the Rhine while you're hitting him, I believe it damages both the shield and the player. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like 99% sure that's how the interaction works. So he's also getting, like, most of my damage is against him, because there hasn't really, you know, what is Ryan going to do about Sombra? What is Ryan going to do about Life Weaver? Like, basically the only characters I could hit, even, it's not even about fighting, the only characters I could hit in any capacity are Ryan and Bastion. That was good movement on his part, going deeper into my team. Didn't expect it. It was the right play, for sure, but, like, we're in, what, Diamond 3? Diamond 2, somewhere around there. I just don't expect those types of plays. But yeah, we're probably done for, I'll be real. We just, I mean, we have both supports, but I'm like incredibly antied and dead. It is rough, like the Ryan v Ryan matchup, if he gets antis and I get no ults of value. I mean, Alari will still probably carry the game anyway, because Alari ult can get more kills than a nanoed Rein on average. But as the Reinhardt, it feels way worse having the Alari on your team and not the Ana. And I say ult of equal value because honestly, like, Nano and Kitsune, depending on how they're used, kind of even out at the end of the day. That's a good pin. The EMP Shatter attempt doesn't come through, but that still does more than enough. I don't know. I think it's interesting. There's a lot of characters in Overwatch where the base character on their own isn't cringe at all, but the combination of that character and something else is so unbearably awful. And Sombra and just about everyone is pretty much that exact combination. And Bastion, and well, Bastion on his own is very cringe right now. He's just like way too strong for no reason. And for some reason they don't seem to want to nerf him in any way, which is also cringe.
Yeah, dude, you're fucking dog shit.
Who is this referring to? Ooh. Is it me? Probably me.
It's obvious. It's obvious. It's obvious who. I don't have to say it.
Okay. Whatever. That's a spirited individual right there. I mean, I do have a hell of a lot of deaths, I will say. But what you gonna do? Alari Moira is rough heals. The Moira did try to stay on me, but I don't know. Against Bastion Sombra, if I get hacked, I don't have shield, and Bastion mows me down, I get pinned, I get shattered. I do think outside of maybe one or two instances this game, I have been destroying their run. But whatever. It is what it is.
I was just kidding, by the way.
I don't know about that. He had like a lot of emotion in that. I know there's some good actors in this game, but even for that, that is it's a bit excessive. Hey. Oh, he's got the voices in his head. The average Junkrat player. I might start believing him. See you, Bozo. So like here, this is a issue. Mercy Alari is a good backline, but for Reinhardt, it is the worst. It is genuinely the worst. There's nothing as a Reinhardt you can do with Alari Mercy. But every other character, the DPS, the other supports, the enemy team, they all fear it. It's a good combo. I'm not going to say it's not a good combo, but it requires me to play in a very, very boring way to get any type of value. And I just can't do that. I also can't save someone from re-peeking Widow LOS after they looked at the Widow. Like, that Alari stared down the Widow and still decided to re-peek that. The Junkrat just dead there. What do you want him to do? Can't even blame him. I have to contest here, so I'm just gonna do that. Hopefully they kill something. Yeah, nothing you can do. They'll still be fine at the end of the day, but this is just, it's going to be a rough game. Like, they're off the Bastion too. I mean, they just swapped the Ram, because this guy was, like I said, pretty definitively getting destroyed in my opinion. But it's rough. I mean, like I said, Mercy Alari, very rough. There's very few support comps that I fear having more than that. I think the only one maybe is something like Brig Zen or Brig Lucia. But those are pretty particular and very rare. Alari Mercy, unlike the other two, and actually Brig Zen is good, but only with certain tanks or whatever. But the thing is, Alari Mercy is always good, and it's a skill issue on my part for not wanting to play the way that you should with those two as your backline. I don't know how I didn't recognize that Widow died like 3 seconds ago. I went over to go kill her. I didn't mean to drop there either. It's like, I just die. Because I get like 10 healing, and then Alari is done with her thing. Her turret was... I didn't know where it was, to be honest. I wasn't paying enough attention. But I swear it wasn't up. And then, you know, what the hell is Mercy gonna do about anything they're doing to me? It's just not gonna happen. Oh, whatever. It is what it is. I do think the Life Weaver, as cringe as Life Weaver generally is, I will heavily prefer it to the Alari for my
Probably
Personal
change your
say.
name to not a tank.
Ah, okay. That wasn't a joke. It wasn't a joke.
I'm just kidding.
Hack into EMP. But yeah, the just kidding is him trying to not get banned. I just died there. Like, Ram should not be able to punch me to death. But, you know. I don't know, actually. But you guys surely know exactly what I'm saying by that.
Right. Right. No, did play Ryan. Play Ryan.
And we're back at the one trick hit, I suppose. I genuinely, despite my stat line, think I'm playing a solid run here. The high amount of deaths is definitely bad from aggression, but I don't think I'm playing bad enough that we should be getting destroyed this much. I guess like, realistically what you have to do, especially with the Ilari Mercy we had earlier, is you have to position way safer. Holy shit, that pack lasts so long. There ain't no way they let me die there. But I mean, to be fair, I do have a high amount of deaths.
Shield me, bro. What are you doing, bro?
Shield me. Yeah, shut the fuck up. I wasn't there. He was actually. I'm pretty sure I saw that guy out, and then he went back in, got headshot, and said shield me, but whatever. Okay, the tree's up. Let's just keep up the aggression on Ram, I suppose. Not really much more I can do from here. The Sombra's just gonna harass me in this corner, so I have to play back a little bit further. Alright, I mean, at least I pinned him away. And they killed Moira while that happens. So that's actually a really solid exchange. I get rid of Ram ult and we kill support. The question is, can we capitalize on it? And I don't really know. Here I come. I have to probably contest. Yeah, this Sombra is just harassing me. It's not very fun. This reminds me a lot of old Sombra. It is way better, like, don't get me wrong. But it's not much. It's still not fun. It's just more less fun. I'm hacked from there, and I don't have shield. I always forget about the interaction. Oh, whatever. Go endorse this guy and this guy. I just kind of played the game.
Play of the game.
It is what it is. Not much you can do. These guys do avoid me, it'll make my life a lot easier. I'd be a happy man. Either way, that's loss number 30. Not looking too hot, but we'll recover from here, surely. Either way, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.